Hi, this is Al here for Titan Machinery. I've got a 4408 cornet here that we're going to kind of go over. What a person really wants to watch for is making sure that your spiral is right here, that they're fine, that there's a bearing on the end of the knife right here, that they're not out, that your knives are parallel from each other and tight, close to like this one is right here, that they're straight all the way back, they're not nigs or wore out anywhere, that guy wants to replace it, that your gathering chains are all good and free, and best to try to be as close as you can together like this right here. There are different ways of setting the chains right here as far as your sprocket or your teeth to pull it in. The best way always is to get them side by side, as close as you can and stuff like that. That would give you the best pulling in the corn and stuff like that. If you have a lot of mud or a lot of rocks or any other debris, then you kind of want to stagger them apart from each other a little bit. You've got your idler sprocket out here, you want to make sure that's tight, same as your drive sprocket back there for your chain. Next thing too is your knife assembly down here. You want them to have as very close together as you possibly can, like these are right here. Biggest thing too is that they're both together across from each other. And when they start getting misaligned or we get one roll that's not feeding proper, you will need to take them off and put a new one on. You've got your stripper plates right here. These are hydraulic stripper plates on one side, which depends on the size of your corn as to how narrow you want to put this. You want to match it to what the ear is so that it doesn't shell it, and it'll pull it off and bring it back into the combine like it should instead of tearing it up. We've got a chopping gearbox right here to engage or disengage it. You got your lever right here that just it turns down. You want to check your fluids. There's a spot here and a spot back there with the dipstick, and they both take 80-90 or 75-90 synthetic oil. And also your main gearbox back there, you know, it's got a gearbox also in there that you want to check, and that's also 80-90. On each roll unit there is a slip clutch on each one, and each year, beginning of the season, you should actually slip them and making sure that they are workable and stuff like that. You want to make sure your grain saver ears right here are good to hold everything all in, so when it comes back there you've got your auger back here and so forth. And on the back side of the auger there is a stripper plate, and you want to have your auger roughly around that 1/4 of an inch to 3/8 of an inch from that, so it doesn't allow, it keeps the stuff moving to the center instead of wrapping around. Up on top here we got our auger cover, which it prevents the kickback from coming back around. And on the side back there you can see where there's a bolt right there, you got 3 holes right there for high, low, and medium. You're probably going to want in the low position like this one is. Right here we've got the hydraulic tall corn saver or tall corn stalk and stuff like that, which basically it stops the corn from falling off to the side, keeps it into the corn head itself. There is 2 different styles. You got the auger right here, or you do have a tall type plastic deal that would fit on here also. Another feature this particular head has got, which has got the automatic header height and also the all-terrain side to side, which is your sensors right here, which allows the head to float and run to get real close to the ground and also tilt side to side. Here we've got the main drive shaft chain and stuff for an oil bath type drive chain. Basically you want to check it, opening up this plug right here. You want to lower it to the ground, and there should be oil be right there. You got 4 bolts right here to take off, and inside there is where your chain tensioner is at. Inside here is our chain for the auger. It's got its own tensioner right here with an own indicator on it, has how tight it should be. You want to check it, make sure it's tight and proper, that it's not hitting anywhere inside or stretched. If it started getting stretched, you should replace it. Inside here is an idler sprocket. You want to check and make sure that the teeth are fine and that it's on the chain proper, and that's proper tension right here. Okay, right here we have the Pto Drive Shaft. Virtually there's one on each side of the head on the combine here. What you want to do is take the cover right here off and pull her down so you can get your shield off right here. And then right here, there's grease zerks right here. You want to grease these knuckles. Here we got a center hookup for the hydraulic system. Basically you want to go and make sure your everything's all good and clean right here. Wipe it off and stuff like that before you start hooking up your center hookup from your combine. Just put her on and push her on like that. Then the same thing with your automatic or your header height electrical system. It's all right here. It's got your hookup right here. And another thing that it does have is your lever right here as far as locking the head to the combine. You want to make sure that it's hooked in one of your bars right here and that you're adjusted proper down here so that everything's all hooked on solid. These 3 bolts, you get this to hold down onto this bolt right here so that everything's all good and tight and locked to the combine.